Welcome to Song 43, a podcast for those of you looking to get a deeper look at how this creator creates while being a mom, working full time, and doing all the things. This time, I'm going live because I thought, why the hell not? I just got back from TwitchCon a week and a half ago. Everybody was talking about streaming and going live and just going for it. Now, a number of different things could happen during this stream. One, my children could walk in to the room because it's still bedtime and everybody's getting ready to do that. Two, I could have to stop for any number of reasons. And three, I could just ramble on incoherently for the next 15 to 20 minutes and not get a podcast episode out of this. But we're just going to go for it. So I'm here. If you haven't joined me on Song 43 before, basically, I gave you a little intro, but I basically talk about how songs go from my brain to becoming songs themselves. And today, I have a really cool story about how one just came to find new life and come from my brain 20 something years ago in collaboration with another artist named Vincent Williams. And now fast forward to 2024. And the song just got released yesterday. So that song is called Hey Hey Sister. And Dee and I wrote it in a writing room in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, if you don't know about Nashville and how it works when it comes to writing and interacting and just creating in that general environment, the way it sometimes works is you'll have songwriters who write songs and then can't sing. So they'll hire demo singers to record them, which I've talked about in previous episodes. Other times, you have songwriters like D. Vincent Williams, who are the whole package. They can sing, they can play, they can write. He's amazing. And for some crazy reason, he decided it would be a cool idea to write with me. And so we wrote 4 songs, recorded them at Blackbird Studios in Nashville, which is crazy. That was my first, I guess, did we record those there? Shoot, I don't even know if that's where we track. Yes, that is where we tracked them. Sorry. That's where we tracked another tune of his that I was like, maybe I'm having combined memories. But anyway, we wrote these songs in a tiny writing room at Warner Chapel, which is on Music Row and has since changed a number of ways. But so we wrote this song, we tracked it and cut demos for it in hopes of selling that song to another artist, or he was actually kind of hoping to develop me as an artist. And then Warner Chapel had to lay off a bunch of writers and he lost his funding to do that. So that's a sad story. I've also told that story on the podcast before. So fast forward to 2024, when I was able to connect with a wonderful producer named Warren Huart from Produce Like a Pro. Huart, sorry. And he, I've known him for a few years now, thanks to working for Shure. He's come to the booth a few times. We've chatted. He's heard my music and thought, wow, she's got a nice voice, a little folky, cool, whatever. And then 2 years ago at She Rocks, he saw me sing rock and roll with Gretchen Mann, who was getting an award. And she is in a Zeppelin tribute called Zepparella. And I was able to sit in and sing rock and roll. And he and his wife were there and thought, who is that? And then they were like, wait, is that Laura? And yeah, we've been talking for a year or so about making some music together. The stars aligned. We launched a new mic with Shure, this beautiful creature right here, the SM4 side address condenser. And I knew that I wanted Warren to do a project about this microphone and do a video for us on his channel because he's got some really great listeners and really great viewers who would, I think, benefit a ton from this microphone. It's a great price point. It sounds great on drums, on guitar, on vocals. So he made this whole video where I recorded my vocals. We had beautiful drumming from, oh my gosh, I'm totally spacing. I'm going to Instagram to figure it out because I am forgetting names right now. Jamie played guitar, Jamie Humphreys, and oh my gosh, on the drums, totally spacing. This is why I shouldn't go live without taking notes and writing things down because I'm the worst. But 2 guys in the UK tracked everything. Then I got to put my tunes, my vocals on it. And then Mark Rahali took my vocals, gave them some magic in terms of just kind of helping me hone in. I added a ton of harmony vocals to it, ghillie drums. That's right. That's right. And then we sent it all to Warren and his magical team of editors, Eric being one of them. And they put together this video. So I'll link it down in the description below. It was a video produced by Warren and his team using my song, Hey, Hey, Sister, which is absolutely bananas to me. So when we decided to do this project, I knew I wanted Warren on the project to support the launch of SM4. I didn't think I would be the song that would be used in the video. Honestly, it felt super weird because it's a Shore project. It also felt great. But it's strange. It's my work. It's my passion. When those two things intersect, it's often kind of, awkward and weird. But I did it. So, and here it is. It's on Spotify. It's on all of your favorite listening platforms. There's a video for it. There's content on Instagram about it. I'm really thrilled. So it's kind of a full circle moment for me in terms of like when songs go from my brain to becoming songs and then they get some new life. So when I first recorded Hey Hey Sister, like I said, Dee and I tracked it at Blackbird. Then I released it on my solo album, Simply. And it's been just kind of sitting there in my heart and in my catalog, but not really doing anything. And so when Warren said, I want to do a track with you, I knew it had to be a rock tune because he wanted something more edgy. That's what he does. That's what he's known for. I'll put some links to Produce Like a Pro as well. And so I went for it. I said, here's this tune, here's a couple of tunes. I sent him a couple, and then he opted for that one. And I'm super jazzed about how it turned out. So you'll have to check it out. I mentioned I went to TwitchCon. That was a week and a half ago. And that's a gaming convention. So I missed a week of the podcast because I wasn't feeling it. And that can happen. And that's what I want to say to myself and to anyone who's trying to do this is that you got to give yourself some grace. I have done, I was just looking at it. How many episodes is that? I can't even do the math. I've done 94. This is my 95th episode. That's a lot of episodes. That's a lot of content. And I'm still just figuring it all out. But streaming is super fun. I'm really glad to be here with you. I hope that you are having a wonderful evening. I can't see any of you. So I'm hoping that, that somebody is tuning in. It's telling me nobody is. That's okay too. But it's super fun to be able to just go for it and say, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to stream because I can. So what else happened? So TwitchCon. So I went live on Twitch, which was super weird because it's not a platform I'm accustomed to, I guess I should say. It's not like my standard place to be, but I did it and it worked out really well. So I streamed some stuff on vocal health and why it's so important to warm up when you're doing something live and when you're doing trade shows, because good Lord, they are draining. They're draining on you physically, mentally, everything. They are just a hot mess express. And so if you don't take steps to take care of your instrument, you're going to blow it out, even if you're just talking all day. So I did that on the Twitch stream. So same thing, Laura Clap Music. If you want to head over there, if you're on Twitch, you can find me there. And there's some videos of me talking very quietly because for some reason the gain was all jacked on 2 of the 3 videos, but that's fine. It's a learning experience. Yeah, we'll go with that. And I talked about warm-ups that I do. I played some songs because I had this whole keyboard set up. So TwitchCon is for streamers, gamers, content creators, and their followers and fans. And we were there with Shore talking about the new MV6 microphone, which is this cool gamer USB microphone, which is, oh my gosh, $149. This is not a Shore podcast, but I just have to show it off because we've never been able to hit that price point. It's very exciting. So anyway, we're doing that. And now I'm back. And then I went to Brooklyn last week. So that was the reason, too, why I couldn't really get the podcast out. So I went to Brooklyn last Wednesday to perform at the Casio 20th anniversary of the Privia series party. My friend Mike Martin, which we've realized we've been friends for 18 years, reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're doing this party in Brooklyn. Will you come play?" And I said, "Yeah, okay. Why do you want me to do this?" It was my first question. And I went and I got to play 2 songs, and I got to be interviewed on stage in front of the press and in front of the higher ups at Casio, and just talked about my experiences with the Privia, which I don't know if I've said enough on the podcast. I have one right behind me. That's why I keep looking behind me, and I have another Casio over here. I am obsessed with that brand, with their products. I think growing up, we thought of Casios as like toy keyboards, right? They would make cool noises and sounds, and they were very light touch keyboards, but now they are serious instruments. Okay, you have to check out these pianos if you're even thinking about getting a piano for yourself or for your kid. I know this sounds like a big old advertisement podcast for brands. I swear it's not. This is just me being in love with these brands. I've had the Privia since I think we were figuring out like 2011, and I love it. I've had several. I think I've had 4 at this point. My keyboardist in my band Outer Island loved mine so much that he basically stole it in exchange for tuning my piano. And now I have another one. I have the Privia 6000, which it's insane. It has Steinway samples in it, has Bosendorfer samples in it, and it responds and feels like a grand piano. So anyway, tangent, I got to go to Brooklyn, play this incredible party, played 2 songs. I played First Shade of Winter, which is Mike's favorite, my friend Mike, and Let It Rain, which he hadn't heard, and had an absolute blast. Felt like a total rock star. Got to do that. And then this video comes out, which was amazing. Also got to go to a wedding last weekend for some dear friends for their son, and got to sing my face off there. I got to sing Pour Some Sugar on Me, which was amazing to do because I love Def Leppard. Fun little secret about me. Um, and then I just kept singing. And then we went to a piano bar for the after party, and I got to sing there. So I'm a little high on life right now in terms of the vocals I've been able to do and the experiences I've been able to have, and I'm feeling incredibly lucky. So I appreciate you letting me babble at you for the past 12 minutes. So that's what's been happening for the past 2 weeks, and it's only going to ramp up from here. I'm going to have a show on Saturday as a fundraiser for or an awareness event. I don't even know, for Green Stages Guilford, which is a very cool event that I'm hoping to be a part of. So I'm singing at the place. And then I am going to AES in New York next week, a trade show for audio engineers, Audio Engineering Society, AES. And then I get to go to Creator Camp again with Ecamm. So I talked about that last year. If you want to go back a year or so and listen to the pod about that, I can't wait. So, and then I get to go to Chicago. It's a crazy, crazy month. The mom guilt is going to set in about 3, 2. Yeah, you get the idea. Eric is traveling. I'm traveling. Life is crazy, but here we are trying to make it all work. And I got to be a chaperone on a trip today for my daughter. And it was great. There was a lot of 5th graders running around a camp, but we had a blast. It was a perfect day. So I am babbling because I got a lot cooking right now. But I wanted to get the pod out. I wanted to share this exciting news with you. And I wanted to just say, fuck it and stream. So here I am, streaming. Ta-da! Hopefully I can do this more often. And now I have a video podcast. I have the recorded podcast. I'm going to create shorts. I'm going to repurpose the hell out of this. So all my teachers out there who are showing me how to do this, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Warren, for giving me a chance and working so hard. I appreciate you, Jamie, for playing guitar. And oh my gosh, why I'm still, again, forgetting the first name of the drummer, but I will put it in the show notes because I'm abysmal. Thank you, sure, for letting me do that. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. And as I say, as always, thanks for listening.